Hello and welcome to Athena's Creations 2017. I'm Athena Turk, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator since 2017. Almost coming up on my anniversary next month in March. Hard to believe. Tonight I've got some great projects that I've been playing with this past long weekend, holiday weekend. And I'm going to show you how to use the new stamping positioner tool that is going to be a must-have in your craft room. If you're not already a demonstrator or already working with one, I would encourage you to join my team so that you can get this new tool for absolutely free. It's a $49 value, and that is through the end of this month, March the 2nd. So more on that in a few minutes, but I'm going to share with you a new March online exclusives that will become available in March as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. So I turn you down just a moment. I didn't want to take too long on the introduction there because I've got a lot of great fun new things to share, new projects and cards using new product. I have to say that, this online exclusive in March is absolutely amazing. Pardon my adjustments here. I just want to make sure it's as even as possible. Here we go. Hopefully that'll do it. Okay. I've got this amazing Acron, whatever you want to call this, tripod that I've been using to hold my phone and do my lives, and I just have to adjust it every time, but that's okay. So the Stampin' Positioner Tool, this is brand new. Now, if you're a demonstrator, you have the opportunity to pre-order this one. So, and if not, and you're not a demonstrator, you can join my team, join Stampin' Up!, get 125 of product of your choice and only pay $99. And you'll get this stamping positioner tool absolutely free. It's a $49 value, so it's a great tool. I'm going to share with you some fun things for some of the projects that I'm using tonight. So I'll be sharing more about that here shortly. I'm going to be using all kinds of fun new product that's coming, like I said, in the new online exclusives. And that is going to be these embellishments. It's part of the suite. A reference tool. Let me just double check. It's the Homemade Sweetness suite, and these are strawberries and dots. Hopefully you can see little tiny strawberries, absolutely adorable. And then in the I'm also using two other embellishments on our projects tonight, cards and 3D items, gifts. And these are in the mini catalog. Now, unfortunately, these will not be available again until sometime in April. I do believe. Hopefully it'll come in sooner, but we're gonna use some of these. This is the Ladybug Garden epoxy shapes, and of course I love everything that is shiny and has the bling, as you can tell. These are Sparkle Dot Essentials, and these are also currently available. And it's Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, Garden Green, and Night of Navy. I like to put the colors on there, so that I know when I'm using different products, what it will coordinate with. And I've just had so much fun playing with this new suite of products that, like I said, is going to be available in March. I think it's like March the 3rd or 4th, 2nd, sometime next in March. I kind of forget the exact dates. I should have written that down. But anyway, this is filled with sweetness. And whenever I get a new stamp set with the new folders and everything, Lisa Curcio, another demonstrator, been doing this for a long, long time. Much like myself, she doesn't have a lot of time to put ink to all of this, make a template so that you have it here. She suggested using on not the papery side, but the thick side, the window sheet side, permanent marker just to outline your stamps. And I'm utilizing that because it works very well for me. I too don't have a lot of time or product to be able to, do all of that. And so These are really nice and easy now to store on your shelves. You know, as I get older, change is hard, but sometimes, you know, this is a good change. I'm just now getting used to it. At first, I wasn't real keen on it, but, you know, it does save space compared to the little CDs that we've had in years past. But all of it's photopolymer now, and I absolutely love photopolymer. I can see where I'm stamping now, but the Stampin' Positioner will help you in case you still have issues with maybe older stamps. You can definitely use it with that. These are the die cuts. In fact, let me just show you. It's not to size, but this is nice because it tells you there's 16. And what I like to do, I really compact them to this 5x7 magnetic sheet that I get off of Amazon. And this is that big die, right? It's amazing. And we've got all these fun little pieces that go with it. And I usually put all of that up in front of me in my workstation so that when I'm playing around with the new suite like I like to do, I can see what is available that maybe might help with the design of things. And that's how some of this stuff sort of kind of came together. This is from way back when. So I've got this. This is a sample that's part of the online, and this is going to be using the new folder. It's the Ladybug Picnic 3D embossing folder. And what cute things would go with this new embossing folder? These embellishments. I hope these embellishments definitely come back into stock sooner rather than later. And then let me just show you the two different. You can really see the cute little starburst there and the little ladybugs. Good evening, Beverly. I'm glad you could join us this evening. Looks like there's a couple of y'all out there. Put the little ladybug down here. It's just so cute because, I mean, you know, ladybugs, if you have ladybugs in your garden, that's a sign of a healthy garden, especially when you've got fruit plants and things like that. So we're going to be using that. I pre-cut some of this stuff and pre-stamped just to give you, to go through some of this a little bit quicker, but I am going to use the positioner for several things that I want to share with you. But I wanted to show you that cute embossing folder, and I'm pretty sure you could probably, if you wanted to highlight you could get your Lemon Lolly or Daffodil Delight and a sponge dauber, and then just kind of sponge in some color, maybe some, you know, strawberry slush or something, little red, or put this cute little guy on there like I did. And then, of course, I've got some 3D projects to share. This cute little box, and this one, obviously, I wasn't paying attention when I was decorating the box because this should have been the other direction. So hopefully the second time when I put this one together for you tonight, I'll put it together the correct way. I was just distracted by all the fun that I was playing with, so, you know, that will happen. No biggie, right? Let's see, I'll put this over here. I'm trying to organize real quick here. What else do I want to share real quickly? And then, of course, I die cut a couple of these because, again, I'm going to use a Stampin' Positioner to share with you some tips on that one. And this is a fun little treat holder, super easy. This is just showing some other paper. And this is actually part of the, look at that jelly bean holder, jelly beans. It holds all kinds of fun things, right? So this is a cute little sample using just that die, right? That's using the Easter suite that's in the catalog there. Let me just put that off to the side. Super cute, right? So we're going to do that. What else? And then this. So I don't know if you remember back at Christmas time, I made this using the one of my favorite, kind of my go-to dies. It's the Everyday Arches dies. Absolutely love it. And I made some notes on here so that I could, when I share this, I can share all of the information. But I'm using those sparkle dots. It's so cute. The Handmade for You is from the new Filled with Sweetness. And then the box, I've got the template. I'll share with you on that. But For the arch dies, for this particular one, I used die 5 and 6. So how did I determine which die was 5 and 6? It's from the largest to the smallest. So here's the largest, 1, 2, 3, 4. So die 5 and die 6, these two here. Hopefully that makes sense. And then this holds the hand sanitizer Be Pure from the Dollar Tree. If you have occasion to shop the Dollar Tree, they'll have these usually at the checkout counter. This is jasmine dragon fruit. Now, I can't really smell the dragon fruit, but I definitely smell the jasmine, and this one smells really good. Sometimes you get a scent and it's not so great, but I just thought it matched so beautifully with this new suite of product that's coming out. So that's what we're going to, one of the other fun things I'm going to share with you tonight as well. The dies. Let's do the cards first, because doing the cards first, I can share with you how to use the Stampin' Positioner. And I think most of you might be tuning in for that, or you might be tuning in for the fact that there's some fun new product coming. And I just love the strawberry slush. Oh, and the new in colors that are about to retire, that are at the end of the catalog year, is Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, Peach Pie, and Petunia Pop. Thankfully, this one carries over. Now, when I'm playing around with a new product, I've got leftover pieces, leftover designer series paper, and what happens? I have all these little pieces, and I'm always wondering, okay, what am I going to do with these little pieces of designer paper? Well, I decided to put it together and make a fun, quick card with my leftover pieces. And so this piece is 3 by 3. And this one is 5 1/4 by 2 inches. And so I had like a tall strip, and I think I had this little piece left over, right? So this thin strip, I just cut it down. I'm probably going to stamp a strawberry on there and die cut it out using this side. Give it some kind of fun little pretty texture there. So this is the first card we'll do, and it's super simple, super easy. Using those tiny but really cute and sweet little strawberries. Again, this entire suite of fun product will be available in March as part of the online exclusives. So let's go ahead and put this card together. It's super simple and easy. And of course, these pieces, I did a lot of fussy cutting. It's part of the designer series paper. I probably should just show that to you real quickly as well, but you'll have it. One moment. You can kind of see everything that's in here. For this paper. And that's a very fast, easy card. So we've got a whole sheet of all of these fun, different fruits. And this really nice blueberry bushel is the coordinating color. And then we have this one. It's got really nice hearts. And honestly, I haven't figured out what I would use that for. So maybe fussy cut, I don't know. And then the fun little box. We're using this. It's got those cute daisies and the little ladybugs. Absolutely adorable. This one actually looks like it coordinates completely with this picnic, ladybug picnic embossing folder. Absolutely adorable. And then the other side is this really nice gingham, which I'm using for the next card and one of the die cut pieces. Super fun and easy. And then there's this piece. We're definitely using this one with the arches dies. And then you've got this nice picnic looking paper on the back. I absolutely love this paper. I got the maximum I could get on this paper. And when we can order again in March, I'm probably going to order 2 or 3 more of these. So you can see this is where I've done some fussy cutting on this one because the dies don't coordinate, but that's okay. And let's see, did I show all of it? I think I did, but let me just double check real quickly. Yep. That one. Oh, and then we've got the little tiny jars that you can fussy cut, which this is like notebook paper, so if you're a scrapbooker, that'd be fun for school, but you could totally just fussy cut all of those cute little things out, right? Yep, so there's all this fun designer series paper. Hey Barb, I'm glad you could join us tonight. All right, so we're gonna put this card together. It's just really simple stamping on this one. And I've pre-done a few of these pieces, like I said, ahead of time, just to save a little bit of time. And this one is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. And we've got this piece, like I said, was left over, and it's 5 1/4 by 2 inches. I'm just going to kind of line it up there on the left side. And apply my adhesive. This is probably the easiest card, right? And very easy to replicate. So if you're wanting a quick and easy card, this is it. And then of course we've got this piece that's 3 by 3. I don't know that I ever use that, but I might see a sample out there and change my mind. Just kind of put it there in the center. And then I'm going to get my blueberry bushel. Get this ink pad out. And then I've got this piece right here, You're the Sweetest. Tap, tap, tap. And then I'm just going to press down. Love this color. Then we've got this little fun loop thing, or whatever you want to call this, loopy fun little designer piece here. Put that down there on the bottom. And then you can see all the fun little jar pieces. This is a cute, cute jar. And then we've got all of these possible little pieces, which we're going to use a lot of these pieces tonight already on several projects. And then this one we're using, of course. I think the only thing we may not be using is this one. 1, 2, 3 of them that we probably won't be, but we'll be using everything else. And I pre-cut or pre-die cut most of it just to, like I said, save a little bit of time, because otherwise it'll be quite long, but that's okay. And then just know that you can use these side pieces, because I hate to admit it, years ago I used all the little dimensionals and would toss it, but you can definitely just trim it like that and definitely use the Stampin' dimensionals that way. This one right in the middle, I mean, the die cut is absolutely adorable. You could probably use that die cut for multitude of sentiments. Just too cute. And then of course I want to put all of these fun little pieces on dimensionals. And I just want to kind of off center it right there. Oops, it's wanting to stick to me. Same thing for this one. Kind of up here, off centered a tiny bit. And then next we're going to bring in the fun little, let's see, which one are they? Here we go. Strawberries and dots. And I'm just going to pick up with my take your pick tool and put one right there. And then there's another one. Whoops, it won't stick to me. Alrighty. Right about, whoop. Right there. Also, what else did I thought I saw something earlier that I was going to share. And then sometimes when I'm trying to decide how I want to decorate it, sometimes the designer paper can give you ideas. I'm trying to think now what it was that I saw that gave me the idea to stamp that piece. trying to remember. It might be the little tiny guys. Okay, so you can see that cute little design, the swirlies, I guess, how they used it there. So I thought, oh, that would be so cute right there too. So yeah, sometimes the designer paper can give you some ideas. All right, and so now we've got these solid pieces. I think I want to just put a big solid piece there, and then a smaller one over here, and another small one kind of right there. Simple and easy. Love this card. You're the sweetest. This would be great for just about anybody, any occasion. And if you're a cook or you're into canning, this would be so cute to attach a little label, you know, on those that you give away. So now let's put together our second card. We have 3 cards and 3 gifts. And like I said, I pre-die cut a few things and even stamped and colored a few things just to give some extra time, because I wanted to really focus on the stamping positioner tool. All right, so here's all these pieces that are all die cut out already. Even the tiny little daisies. You cut 2 of them out with the die cut. Let's see. I'm gonna have a big old mess off to the side, but that's okay. All right, again, here's all those cute little pieces. This is what it looks like up close. It's really fun. Really like that a lot. And so basically, it's hard if you have your card going this direction. But I mean, really and truly, you could have your card go either direction and it would look just fine. I mean, it would be like right at the top, right? But when I put it through the die cutting machine, I put it through this direction. Just like that. And then put it through. Super easy. And this one doesn't really have any direction, so again, you could have it either this direction or this direction. I always get those 2 mixed up, so I don't really say what that is. Horizontal, vertical, I get that mixed up. What can I say? Even at my old age, I still get things mixed up. So let me show you the Stampin' Positioner, and then we'll put this card together, because this one, like I said, is really simple, but the fun is this new tool. And let me just make sure everything is in the camera here. All right, there we go. Sorry about the glare with my overhead light. I'm not real sure how to fix that without causing a shadow over everything, but the older I get, the more I need extra light to be able to see. So there's all kinds of stamping tools out there. This is probably one of my favorites that I've gotten. We were able to pre-order as demonstrators last month, in the month of January. Or maybe it was, yeah, it was January, that's right. And then February, this month, you can get it for free by joining Stampin' Up. Join my team. I'll put the link below in the video later in case you're interested. This is really cool because, you know, there's different tools we've had in the past, but this is one that has a spring. So it springs, so you can push it in the springs on these 2 knobs at the bottom, and then the 2 knobs at the top. It's a spring. So it's a spring action. And we've got all these little knobs up here. We've also got these little pieces, little tiny knobs, I guess you would call them, right? And we also have the paper that you can get. Not now, but you'll be able to get it eventually when they have them for sale. And it's this grid paper, and it's really cool because you get, let's see, how many are here? 50? Is that right? 50? 50 sheets. Stampin' Positioner grid paper. And you'll get 50 sheets, so you can set it down just like that. And then the back side has a smaller grid. And I do believe that it's the 2 different. This is inches and this one's centimeters. So really nice that that's going to be available. And what I did was I just used some retired paper. I think that was that wheat paper we had a couple of years ago. And I basically, the line at the top, made, I die cut it out and made a template to use for my projects tonight. Now for that die cut, you're going to want a piece of 8.5 by 5 inches. And that's going to be plenty to die cut out and have a template. This is a fun template because let me just show you. Here's my strawberry slush. I'm just going to set it right in there just like that. And I'm going to use the ink strawberry slush. And I'm basically going to ink up my stamp. This is so fun. Because who doesn't love a new tool in your stamping, crafting, wonderful, happy place, right? This is totally my happy place. The beaches too, and the mountains, all that kind of stuff, and where your pet is and stuff, but this is my happy place. All right, so you can set it on there. Nothing's happened yet. Because of the spring, until you push it down, it's not going to be on there. So you put it on there, and if you look and, it's not quite on there, before other plates, it would put a shadow. You can adjust it. Double check it again. So I love that. I'm ready. I'm pretty certain. I'm about like 97% sure I'm right there. So I'm just going to apply some pressure, and both springs from the top and bottom are going to push down the stamp. Love it. Now, if, say, I didn't get enough pressure or enough ink over here, I could do it again, same spot, perfect. Now, this is the coolest part here. Let me share with you. I got my template, and it's all where it's supposed to be. These little magnets are great. They're great. What I'm going to do is I want to stamp this image on both of these. Yes, and I'm going to do it again in just a minute. It's not 100% because it's the back, but when you fold it, it's exactly the same. I don't know if that makes sense. But you can still line it up just like that. I'm just going to move and I'm going to ink it up again, my stamp, and I'm going to stamp it right there with the positioner. Okay? Because I'm going to make a card, and I can make 2 cards. Oh, and I got some ink there, so let's just share with you the beauty of this Stampin' tool. Okay, strawberry slush. Now, other tools in the past, when you would have ink on your plate, would actually transfer to your project. Yuck, who likes that? Nobody does. Although this particular instance, it's not going to matter because it would be off your project. However, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push down, and I want you to see what's going to happen. I'm pressing down only where my stamp is. Just applying nice even pressure. Springs up, and guess what? There's no transfer of that oopsie right there that's on the paper. Love that feature. Love it. Other tools in the past, it would transfer. Again, this project, no biggie, but sometimes you don't want that to happen. Beautiful, right? I absolutely love this tool. Now, it comes with the 2 magnets, the bottom piece and the top piece. And it also comes with this tiny piece here. Now, this one, honestly, I haven't played with it yet, so there's 2 little spots there. So you basically can do a long stamp, you could do word stamps, you could do small stamps, and you can align your paper and then just do the stamping down, right? Like that, depending on your project or whatever it is that you're working on. So, although I haven't used that yet, that's basically what it's for. It's so cool. So all of this is what's included. And now what I'm going to do, put that back there. And we're going to come back to this in a little bit for another card in a minute. But I want to share with you that you can do that template, and then you're going to get your Stampin' trimmer out, because we want to use this for 2 different cards. And I'm just going to line up the fold and then trim it off. And now I've got 2 different pieces for 2 cards. So you'll be able to make your cards a lot faster doing that. And that's kind of what I did for these 2 cards. 1 for each, right? So I'm going to save this one because I'll probably use that on another project. Maybe tonight. I don't remember if it is or not. But we're going to stamp You're the Sweetest with our blueberry bushel. It was so nice to have a long holiday weekend, because I got to do a little stamping and playing with this new Stampin' tool and new fun suite of product. Now this one, I went ahead and die cut ahead of time, because this is one of the die cut pieces. It's that one there. And I used the Designer Series paper. It's super cute having the bugs on that side, but this really looks nice here too. So that's what I used for that one. You're the Sweetest, and I'm going to put that one up on dimensionals. So I might as well trim and get this ready to go. Oh, you're going to steal my thunder, my dear. Because, yes, I actually have a couple of fun projects that, yes, exactly what you're asking. You're asking about, is the die cut big enough to just cut and fold the cardstock and make the card in the shape of the jar? Yes. In fact, that's one of the cards too tonight that I'm going to share. So, yes. Super fun. Okay. This whole suite, like I said, there's just so much to love. You're just gonna want it. If you don't already own it, you're gonna want to get it. Most definitely. All right. So I'm just kind of finding that sweet spot somewhat in the middle there. And then this piece, we're gonna go ahead and add some adhesive. Now remember, we want to have everything fit so that it will fit in your card. The left side of this jar lid piece, it's smaller than this side. Go figure, I don't know. And you can have this high up on your jar, or you can have it down. I guess it's designer preference. And I'm kind of hanging off the edge there. Oops. Ooh, I might need some stronger adhesive. Okay, there we go. Push that down. Oh yes, Barb, so many possibilities. In fact, I'm just exploring all the possibilities and sharing a few with you all tonight and later on the replay. All right, so now I'm going to just pop this up on the dimensionals. Put this one right here. You're the Sweetest. And I stamped and used my, what did I do? Oh, they're over here to the side. My blends, Stampin' Blends, to color these. And I use the Stampin' Blends Strawberry Slush Misty Moonlight, and Granny Apple Green for the little greenery part. I think next week I might go back to doing some Easter stuff, that Easter suite. I'm afraid it might sell out before the end of the catalog. They do say when it gets close to the end of the catalog to be aware if there's something that you're eyeballing and you really want. Don't wait too long. And so this one I'm going to pop up on a dimensional. And I sometimes will just put the dimensional right to my project. And then I'll position that piece right there. Now again, part of the die cuts on this one, it's this cute little bow, and then this piece right here, and this one as well, that come up with this extremely tiny piece that you can use your take your pick tool to pick up. Super, super tiny, right? That is a really, really small piece. It's basically going to go right there, and it looks like it's already been tied with like twine or something. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little flat adhesive dots, is what I call them, to put this together. I'm going to put a tiny little dot there and a tiny dot there. It's just a tiny little bit of adhesive, basically. Okay, and then for the bow, tiny piece right there in the center. Isn't that the cutest? An easy card to put together too. And I think we're probably going to do the same thing. Actually, if I remember what I did, I want that little piece to be there, and then this one to be under here. And I'm going to get these, the ladybugs, and let's see, what yellow did I use on this one? Ooh, I don't know that I wrote that one down. I believe that's Lemon Lolly. And I basically use my blends to color it. These are clear, so you can definitely use any color blends that you want. And that is going to help. Oh, I know what I did. I went ahead and glue dot. It's going to be sticky in the middle, but that's okay because I've got this embellishment that's going to go right on top. Normally I make notes for myself and I totally forgot. All right, super fun, super cute, right? This is such a fun suite, I have to say. I really like it a lot. All right. And this one is going to be right there on the edge. All right. I don't know if you can hear that music. My husband's in the living room watching the Olympics. And then we got to put that cute little ladybug, because again, that's a sign of a healthy garden. And there's a really cute suite of product that's available that, well, I think it's actually temporarily unavailable, but a hot one too, with the ladybugs. Now there is another coordinating product that I don't have that's coming, I guess, next week sometime. that goes with this one. It kind of coordinates. Let me see if I can get the name of that one real quick. It's called Made with Sweetness Bundle, and it's got some fruit like raspberries. Oh, I can't show you that. Sorry. Raspberries. It's got a ladybug and a little bumblebee and die cuts. Super cute. So when that one comes in, I'll be playing with that coordinating product that will go with this one as well. So 2 fun cards. And the third card is what Barb was mentioning earlier. And I want to share all of that with you as well. Oops. Stuff is falling down. All right. So here are some of the pieces. Now we've also got some paper, shiny paper too. And we're gonna stamp it again using the Stampin' Positioner tool. Ooh, that's really pretty. Here's the card all by itself. Isn't that adorable? I haven't seen anybody come up with something like this yet. And I had so much fun, like I said, on the holiday weekend, long weekend playing. And then just kind of show you, that's kind of what I came up with that card before, the first card we did. But that's just so cute. You're the sweetest. Now what I did was I just took the ruler and I just kind of measured what the inside would be, and it's 3.5 by 3 1/4, so you could totally have a card just like that. You're the sweetest, thinking of you, happy birthday, whatever you want it to be. And this would fit inside a regular size envelope. So we're going to stamp the front again using the Stampin' Positioner, and this time we're just going to stamp the first piece to fold it over. Now this paper, it's part of another suite that I didn't get. This is called Garden Textures Specialty Foil Paper. It's Berry Burst, which is this really pretty shiny. And then this green is Shaded Green. And then this piece that we're using is Blueberry Bushel. Absolutely gorgeous. You get 3 different colors, 2 sheets each. And again, you're the sweetest. We'll stamp that one here in a minute. And then this one I stamped ahead of time. Actually, I have a little pile of them over here. I stamped it, die cut it out, and then used the Granny Apple Green and Blueberry Bushel. It is too cute, isn't it? All right. So again, get our Stampin' Positioner tool. And oops, it moved. But that's okay. Oh, and oops, they're stuck together. No problem. These little divots, or whatever you want to call these little pieces, they go right back into place. They come apart, no problem. I wanted to show you that on purpose. Ha ha ha. All right, so now I'm just going to put this one back in place. Make sure it's in the... Before I do anything, I just want to double check. So I'm going to put this on there and... Yep. Perfect. Love it. I should probably mention that when you get a new stamp, especially photopolymer, you should probably clean them. Maybe Versamark, clean it again. Just make sure you've cleaned the surface, because photopolymer might have some, I forget, some manufacturer residual, something, whatever that's called on there, and it'll tend to stick to your project and move everything around. So until you figure out your template where you're going to situate it on your Stampin' Positioner, you're going to want to make sure it's cleaned. And I probably should just go ahead and clean it now that I'm speaking about it, because I think on one of those it looked like lint or something got on there. I'm not sure. I love the Stampin' Chamois, and I don't use anything else but the chamois to clean my stamps, because, you know, you can use baby wipes. A lot of people do, but there's little fibers in the baby wipes that can be left on there and you won't have a nice clear impression. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So we've cleaned that. So we're ready to go for the next stamp here. Get our strawberry slush. I'm sure there's some other uses I just haven't covered or figured out or played with yet, but I'm kind of excited about this new tool, I have to say. There have been great tools in the past, but you know, this one I think is going to be very, very useful and must have. All right, just apply that pressure. And then it springs up, which is another cool feature. Love it. And then take your pick tool. It's going to help bring up my piece. I'm going to have to get some of my other stamps out and just kind of play around to see, but absolutely love it. So I don't know about you, but if you haven't gotten this one, you're definitely going to want to when it's available for everyone. I'm not exactly sure when. Perhaps it may be available in March or April. I don't know that there's been official release of that yet, or release of information for that. I don't know. All right, so cute card. Just fold it in half. And then we've got our little piece of 3.5 by 3 1/4. Now I have it situated exactly where I want it. I'm going to hold it down, lift up one side, and apply the adhesive. Cute, cute card. And then this one, I just want to apply some adhesive at the top. Voila. So, so cute. Love it. 3.5 by 3 1/4. Now we're going to stamp You're the Sweetest and that cute little swirly again. The blueberry bushel. This would make a cute gift for so many people. I think in May it's teacher appreciation, so if you got kiddos in school, do a little swirly thing as well. Maybe you love your coworkers, you want to make a little treat or a sweet little card. Happy birthday, you're the sweetest. So many possibilities. Just going to apply some adhesive right there in the middle. And then same thing, it's going to be flat. Absolutely the cutest ever. Sweet little card. And the total measurement for this one is 4.5 by 4. So it's definitely going to fit in an envelope. Isn't that the cutest? I just love it. Okay, so now I hope you're ready. We're going to go on to our 3D projects. First up for the 3D, in fact, we might do this in one of our upcoming workshops. We're going to do these little hand sanitizers. I did, I think, a Touchland one for the Christmas, but this one, it's super snug. Oh, so, so cute. And it just matches our paper. I just love that. Pretty in pink. Beautiful. Shiny embellishments. The Homemade for You is part of the Filled with Sweetness suite of product that will be available in March. Put that back in there. And I went ahead and die cut these pieces out ahead of time. Save a little bit of time. Now this we've done before, and this cardstock piece, I guess I have 2 of them here. I'll just leave it right there if you want to do a screenshot. So we've got 6.5 by 2 3/4, scored at 3/4 of an inch, 3 inches, 3 3/4, and 6 inches. And then you turn it and score it at 3/4 of an inch on one side. And then we're going to trim it. And for some reason, I could not find my template, because I know I have a template for this somewhere. I need to really organize, I guess. All right, so I trimmed up, and I guess I need to add a little notch there. Forgot about that. All right, just 3 little notches, real easy. So this is the box piece. And then now I'm going to fold. And this is beautiful, pretty and pink paper. I don't know if there's going to be a color revamp, but if there is, I certainly hope this one makes the cut. Because we do have this one for 1 more year. So I guess technically if they don't do a color revamp this year, they technically might next year. Usually like every 5 years or so. I don't know that I scored that one very neatly, but I'm going to put our box together and it's going to go something like that. All these pieces on the inside. If I had my template, I could tell you exactly. Oh yes, there's this piece right here I gotta fold. I did not score that nice and firmly. That little piece needs to be on the inside. So it's gonna come together just like that. My template shows exactly where I need to have my adhesive. That's why I'm saying that. All right. Get our tear and tape. Can't remember, like I said before. I'm going to fold it like that and then fold this one down on top of it. I've got all these fun little eggs for the next week. I'm going to be back playing with some more fun designs with Easter. But this one I just had to get out and play with. All right. Let's see. All right, so I want tear and tape on that side. Pretty easy enough to figure out, but okay. And just tap that bottom. I did not do a nice score line there. That's okay. All right. Nice, easy. Fits very well. So adorable. Who wouldn't like to receive that? Homemade for you. You can also do sweet treats, little bag of treats or whatever. In fact, I'm pretty sure cute little jelly beans would fit in this little box, right? So many cute things. Oh yeah, lots of fun things can fit in there. All right, so let's go ahead. I need to put that somewhere safe. Cute, cute paper. Oh, so cute. We're gonna go ahead and adhere these together. Add some adhesive. All right, love these arch dies. If you don't have these, you're gonna wanna get them. Add it to your cart, join my team, and get that Stampin' Positioner tool for absolutely free. What a deal. Okay. This one, I'm going to apply the adhesive directly to the box. Probably should have done the tear and tape, but that's okay. Trying to explain how I did this. There's going to be like 1/8 of an inch on each side approximately. Same thing for here. Going to apply the adhesive. Oops, slightly off. Careful. And it needs to be able to stand up, so I'm trying to line that up. There we go. All right. Isn't that adorable? I love it. So, so cute. Okay, so we're going to stamp Homemade for You. Again in Blueberry Bushel. Love it. We have 2 more projects and then we'll be done, but I want to just share all the fun things and stick with all the sweet. So, so cute. And of course, this is part of the Valentine's Suite, and I do believe it's still available. It's Bubble Bath. It's this really nice, thin, really fun ribbon, and it's the perfect size to fit inside this tag. I'm basically going to do a double knot. And there's 1. Two. So cute. It started to fray there, so I'm just going to trim it tiniest little piece. And then this one I'm going to put on dimensionals, or a dimensional, like right there. And then we're going to get the sparkly sparkles out. Our Sparkle Dot Essentials. It's in the current mini catalog. Absolutely love this one. We want to do the little garden green. Like right around here. And then we want to do the pretty in pink, the little one. Like right up here, somewhat cover up that little hole. And then we're going to do the large petunia pop. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So cute, so cute. Oh, so adorable. Okay. Now let's go to the second of 3 treats using just the die cut piece and some designer series paper. And of course, this beautiful ribbon that is also part of the suite. I forgot to mention that earlier. Misty Moonlight, and it's checkered. Now, hint, hint, there's also, as part of the new online exclusives, a really fun race car set, standalone stamp set. This is going to be so cute with that one. I haven't gotten that one yet. It's on my wish list. Again, Homemade for You. Die cutting out a piece here. And then this was another one I used that other paper, and I don't know if you've noticed, this is supposed to be the bottom, and that's the jar-shaped top, but I wasn't really paying attention. And just so that you know, if you have directional paper, and this was definitely directional paper, you want to just be aware of where your die cut is being placed. So it should have been this direction, but when I ran it through the die cutting machine, I put it through that way. But you can see it still works just fine, right? For this project, it's fine. No worries on that. And then this paper is actually in the current mini catalog, part of the Easter Suite collection. And it's this really shiny paper here. Page 35, Easter Joy. And I honestly wasn't real sure what I was going to do with that paper. And, well, I just thought this would be so cute. And again, these are those little pieces that I die cut from, I fussy cut from the Designer Series paper. And I stamped You're the Sweetest and then that pretty strawberry red on top. But this is what we're going to make, and it fits a cute fruit snack. Isn't that adorable? And so we've got all the fun different pieces here. And the ribbon that I'm using is 24 inches of ribbon. So on my grid here, the glass grid, it goes up to 13 inches at the bottom. And so I did 13, and then I just started from the left and went up to 11, which is 24 inches of ribbon. And we're going to put this one together, so we have two separate ones. But see how fast and easy you can make these? These are so, so cute. And what we're going to do is we're just going to get a little tear-in tape. And we're just going to put it right here on the bottom. Now, if you were going to put in here smaller pieces of candy that would fall out, you would need to put your adhesive all the way across. But it's this cute little bag of mixed fruit because we've got mixed fruit here. Super cute, right? And then we want to just put a little bit on the side here. Tear-in tape. All of these projects that I have made with all of this has been so fun. I mean, I don't know how anyone wouldn't want this suite of product. It's just adorable. And like you said, Barb, the possibilities are endless. All right, so now we've got our tear-in tape. I'm gonna put our cute little fruit snacks in there. This will be cute for little kids at school, or if you're on a baseball team and you're the snack mom, or it's your week for snacks. I mean, like I said, the sky is the limit. Teacher gifts. You could put all kinds of fun stuff in here. You could put some lollipops. You could probably even put some gum. Yes, it would hold gum. Oh, I don't have my gum over here. I used it all up. But yeah, you could fit a package of gum, other candies, so many fun things that you could put in here. All right, so to wrap it, yep, I definitely want to use this. So, so cute. Just like this. 24 inches. Let's see here. Just gonna tie a knot kind of off to the side. I'm gonna put my finger there. Tie this really fun ribbon. And there's lots of extra on this ribbon. So I'm just going to snip a little bit. And then we're going to stamp Homemade for You. And the swirly again. This is so cute. These die cut pieces, amazing. Homemade for You. And this time I want the swirlies to come up, so I'm going to turn it this direction. Oh, wait, no, I did do it this way, didn't I? Huh, I guess I am doing all the same direction. I have a circle die cut over here, so I'm just going to get it out to do it the opposite just to see what it looks like. The swirlies up. That's cute. Same thing. Homemade for you. That is cute. So, yeah. I like that. Really cute. That could go on there too if you wanted. But I love this design of this die cut piece. So, so cute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a dimensional directly to the project. And just like that. And then we've got a die cut heart that I'm going to put on a dimensional. This is great for picking up little pieces, by the way. And then I've got this little die cut heart that I'm going to put. You could also stamp because there is a stamp in there, but I thought that would be so cute with the die cut. Now, of course, we want to get our little strawberry. Add to it. This would be really cute if it had like little blueberries too. But I just love this. Is so cute. And then I want to kind of, I don't need anything there, but I just thought that would be neat to add a little of the bling. Isn't that fun? All these projects were so, so fun to create. We have one more, so hold on. Our third is this one. It's so cute. Now for this one, you can tell I was not paying attention when I was playing with it, and then I actually did an extra, a couple of extra that I did for lots of goofs on this one, but that's okay because, you know, I'm going to share with you things that so that you won't make those oops and goofs. So you could do all kinds of fun little candies. They've got those little disc candies from Brax that have different flavored candies, hard candies. You could do all strawberries. I did the strawberry and the blueberry. It'll hold little pins. It'll hold these fun little strawberry pieces. This actually will hold a lot, and it'll hold like, you know, a little chapstick or whatever, 4 little pieces. I just threw it together, right? It needs to be, this needs to be here when you open it. That's okay. Again, just sharing with you so that you don't make those same oopsies. And then, of course, to also share what other fun goodies will fit inside the box. 2 of the Lindor truffles will fit in there nice and easily. So again, I got all these little pieces that have been die cut out ahead of time. And then for this is new. I haven't done this one before, so I made a new template. So I will know where I need to cut, fussy cut, and all the scoring. I did an extra score on that one, and, well, I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't want that to be my template, so I played with it anyway. All right, so again, I've got all these pieces that I've done ahead of time. The designer series paper, I guess we'll start with that one. So this piece that's going to be on the top is 2 3/4 by 1 3/4. And then the 2 sides, the measurement for that is 1 7/8 by 1 1/8, and you'll need 2 of those pieces. And then to decorate the long part in the front and the back. Oh yes, good for trick-or-treating. Oh, definitely. Any occasion, really. These are really fun boxes. So you'll need 2 pieces of 2 3/4 by 1 1/8. And then for our little box, because it's super, super cute. Let's see. Yep. It's going to go just like that. This is 7 3/4 long by 6.5. Scored at 7 3/4, or excuse me, the 7 3/4 side, the long side, is scored at 1 1/4, 3 1/4, 4 1/2, and 6.5. And then you're going to score the 6.5 inch side at a 1/2 inch, 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 6 inches. And we do not put tear and tape here. It's only going to be on the inside. Because guess what? I goofed. But that's okay. I goofed, so hopefully you won't goof. All right, so let's just do the easy thing, and that's just to walk through the measurement here and trim. So here's my template. So basically, I'm going to cut up to the second score line all the way across. Well, here's the first score line up to that second score line. Trim it here again up to the score line. Okay, so we've got that going on. We've got that tiny little piece. We're going to do the exact same on the opposite side. We're going to cut up to that second score line. Cut up to that second score line. Okay. Now, these two tabs, I'm going to fold forward, just hopefully for ease of reference. I'm going to cut off the little tiny tab on both of those, okay? Cut this one. And then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. We're going to cut that first little tab off. Okay, so we got those 4 little tab pieces we've cut off. Okay. Now what we're going to need to do is these pieces completely cut off. Okay? These pieces completely cut off. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my paper trimmer out because I want it to be a nice straight cut. Because when I fussy cut, it wasn't quite even. Okay? That way you can see where I'm going to be trimming. Okay. I'm going to do the opposite side. Just line it up. Completely cut those off. You can fussy cut them, that's perfectly fine, but if you're like me, it's not quite straight there, but that's okay. All right, so here it is. Now I need to make sure that I've folded all of the other score lines, if I haven't already. It looks just like our template. Now for ease of when we put our tear and tape on here, we want to just snip off a little notch right there. Just a tiny little notch there on each tab. And same thing over here, tiny little notch on each tab. Okay. All right. So now we know on the inside we're going to need our tear and tape. This is why I love a template, because I then remember exactly where to put my adhesive, what it's supposed to look like. All right. And then the tabs are going to have tear and tape on them. All right. And just make sure that's on there nice and beautiful. Okay. So this is going to come together just like this. So we're going to do these little side tabs first, okay? And then we'll fold this over. So hopefully that makes sense. Meanwhile, I'm going to do one tab at a time. And just pinch it. Love all these fun 3D projects. And if I can do it, anybody can do it, because I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I'm a little challenged when it comes to measurements. But I am determined to come up with some fun little projects. All right. To me, when you use tear and tape, not only is it nice and strong adhesive, but you can do one side at a time. And I think it just helps with your project. Okay, so now we've got the inside pieces that we're going to go ahead and do one at a time. We're just going to fold it down and pinch it, because that little tear and tape is on the inside and it's going to hold it down. Because remember, I had that tear and tape on the wrong side. All right. One more tab on this side, same thing. Fold it over, down, and pinch it. Now, although I didn't put designer paper here, you could definitely do that. But what I want to do is I want to get my little punch. Punch that piece out. Now we're ready to assemble. And guess what? We got 2 Lindor chocolates that will fit in there perfectly with the extra little wiggle room. But you could put, like, not necessarily Starlight Mints, but little fun candies and stuff. But as you can see, that you can fit quite a lot in this little tiny box. It's got nice depth to it. So that's going to go on the front. These are basically going to go on the sides. So I'm going to go ahead and just add that adhesive. That would be super cute. All those little ladybugs. Ooh, I just thought of something too. The Easter basket. This would be a fun basket that's not necessarily Easter related, that you could put some fun treats in. That's an idea. And then we want to add our front and back piece. So cute. Oh, it's a little snug, and I forgot to do the little snippet there. The little snippet will, or notch, whatever you want to call it, helps to fold close the lid. Now let's face this toward me this time so I don't mess that up like I did the original. Sometimes when I'm designing, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, and well, that's what happened on the first one. We're going to stamp "You're the Sweetest" on this cute die cut piece that's part of the suite. Fits it perfectly. This one's going to be popped up on dimensionals. Let's see. Let's just do a bigger piece. Let me double check to make sure. Okay, perfect. Super cute. I know I keep saying that a lot, but it is. Add my cute little strawberries and bananas. And then the embellishment is going to be our cute little strawberry. I'm definitely going to have to order some more of these. They're so, so cute. And that is all of the fun projects for tonight. Lindor, truffles. 1, 2, 3. And then, of course, our fun cards. 1, 2, and 3. I'm curious, which one of the cards was your favorite out of all of these? Which one did you like the most? I have to say, I love all of them, but if you had to pick a favorite, which one would it be? And out of the fun little handmade items, which one is your favorite? I'm curious. These were so much fun, and it's new product that will be available in March, the new online exclusives, and it's fun. It's absolutely the best. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week, the last Thursday of February, the 26th, and I'm probably going to do some more giftables and some more cards, fun fold cards with the Easter suite, Easter Joy. And then we'll probably come back to this one and some other new product that coordinates and other fun things for the online exclusives in March. So stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, just reach out. But thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you again next week. Happy stamping.